that leads me
Yeah,
to
we can talk
this.
about this for a long time.
Exactly. So let me. Boop. Sandman. Sandman. Sandman, everybody. For anybody that doesn't
Hmm.
know, the Netflix original came out now. They just dropped 11, and you said 12 is coming in the future. But 11, for anybody that doesn't know, is
Yep.
an animated one. So I jumped into
Half of
11.
it's animated.
Okay, I haven't watched it all. That's what I was going to say. I jumped into it and I went, wait, this is
Hmm.
animated. I got to do other stuff. I'll come back later.
It's really good. Uh-huh. Because it tells the story of how cats can jump between the dream world and reality.
Dude, that's awesome. That is
Yeah,
simply
it's pretty
awesome.
freaking cool.
Well, I
Yeah.
like Sandman a lot. So for anybody who hasn't watched Sandman, from what I've been told by people that have read the comic, it does a very good job of not getting like crazy and going like what everybody hates about most comic book properties is it's a repetitive thing. Like we were talking
Right.
about this before, Spider-Man. You don't need to make Spider-Man 1, 2, 3 anymore. You made Spider-Man 1,
No.
2, 3, and then you made
Yeah,
Spider-Man
we
1,
don't
2,
need his
3, and then you
origin
made
story.
Spider-Man 1, 2, 3.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
you know.
thank heavens with this third round with the most recent one, which I always forget his name, but they've started to take it in other directions. Like you've got the
Hmm.
multiverse, you've got the MCU, but honestly, I think if the MCU hadn't come along, they would have just gone back to the well. It would have been 1, 2, 3,
Right.
done. Wait another 10 years. 1, 2, 3, done.
Because they did
Um,
that with Superman in DC. It's like, how many
mhm.
origin stories of Superman are there? A
Yeah.
lot.
Yeah. Basically, with Superman as a kid, they did Superman 1, Superman 2, and Superman
Uh-huh.
3. Pennies on the dollar, as I like to call it. Then they
Right.
jumped forward like 8 or 10 years and they ended up doing a TV show. And then they jump forward another 5 or 6 years and do, or maybe even another 10 years, they do a different TV show. And then they jump forward and they make a remake of the remake of the remake. And then they jump forward another
Right.
couple of years and make another remake. I mean, from the 70s until now is 70 something is when the original Superman with Reeves, Keanu is what's
Yes.
popping in my head,
Keanu.
but that's not it.
Keanu.
Keanu Reeves was not
No,
in Superman. But he did it and did an amazing job. And the second one was
he did.
good. The third one, it's there. It's got
Yeah,
Richard
it's just
Pryor in
there.
it. Yeah, it's got Richard Pryor in it.
You
But
know,
Sandman, by comparison, like everybody I've talked to is a comic
Stan.
book
Oh my
fan,
God.
they've knocked it out of the park. Like they
Hmm.
just swallowed it whole and killed it, whatever word you want to use.
Oh, I did. It is like a kid in a candy store for me. Like, it's just visually stunning.
It is.
Everything is great.
The last three movies I've watched, I'm like, why am I not watching this in a movie theater? And Sandman was the same way. Like I watched a movie the
Oh,
other day and
yeah.
I was like, this is not designed for my tiny television. I'm just saying. Like
Right.
it should be on like a 150-foot screen. Like the largest screen I could see it
Oh,
on. And Sandman's the
Sandman
same way.
definitely should be like, hey, every Wednesday, we're just going to release a new episode into the theater.
Yep.
And then that's what you do on
100%.
Wednesdays.
Exactly.
Same with like Stranger Things. Like, they could have done that.
I agree,
And yeah,
100%. Now,
yeah.
Netflix is feeling the noose come around their neck. I don't know if you've heard about this or not. Um,
Because they're going to
every,
do ads.
no, well, that too, but everybody is buying everybody else up. So
Right.
our HBO Max and Discovery
And
are now the same
Discovery.
company.
Yeah.
And Sony bought some other company. And of course, in the past, Star Wars got bought out by Disney, who had already bought
Yeah.
ABC. I mean, like, so 14 separate companies are
Uh-huh.
becoming two companies, and then Netflix is the only one that doesn't own any of these other companies.
Yeah. Disney bought
So
Fox. So
that's what it was.
yeah.
Yep. Uh,
Amazon bought Paramount? Something like, no, MGM, because they
MGM.
got all the 007s.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And so it's just a matter of time before Netflix, like Netflix's strategy when it first started streaming, they put Blockbuster out of business. And they
Oh
also had a
yeah.
really good strategy of creating original content. It reminded me of HBO back in the day. HBO used to make a
Yes.
ton of original content, and nobody was making original content. And HBO
Yep.
always did a good job making original content. I mean, out of the 15 shows that they've done, like I'm trying to think of the Goodfellas one. Do 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 do. Well, I know The
You
Wire
mean
was amazing, but yeah, go ahead. I can't remember. Tony Soprano. The Sopranos. Sopranos was
Oh, The
amazing.
Sopranos.
The
Yeah.
Wire was amazing. Like everything that they put out is amazing. They do a really good job on it. They take their time, they do it right.
Right.
Netflix was doing that at the beginning. They were like slow boating it, putting out stuff that was really good
Hmm.
quality. Like House of Cards was really good until the scandal. There was a lot
Yeah.
of stuff that they were doing that was really, really good.
I
Then
agree.
they kind of ran out of what else can we buy? And then I don't know
Right.
if you noticed this, they started buying all this foreign properties. Like
Oh yeah, 100%.
and
Yep.
of course, Squid Games came from that. Like if they hadn't
Uh-huh.
bought Squid Games, we wouldn't have Squid Games. Squid Games is amazing, and it was because of Netflix's expansion into we'll buy everything. We're buying that. We're buying that.
We
We're
will.
buying
We're
this.
just
We're
gonna buy
buying
it.
this. We'll buy
Yep.
everything. So the fact that they put out Sandman is not surprising at all to me. And let's get over to
But
it.
Sandman, oh my God, this thing is
So
just
good.
visually.
So good.
Mm.
So good. C. Have you seen C? That's
Nope,
the
because I
ad
don't
right
have
before this.
Apple.
You don't have Apple.
With C's with Jason Momoe's.
Momoa. Yes. It's with Jason Momoe. And it's
What are
really
you
good.
doing here, Etty?
He's coming, isn't he?
It's coming, isn't he?
Morpheus.
And that's
The
Constantine.
Neuromancer. You know the Sandman.
It's a
Hmm.
fairy story, Etty.
She's Constantine.
It's fake.
He's no fairy story. He's
He ain't no fairy
real.
story. He's the real deal, BR.
And I like the way that the Raven in this is Pat
Oswald. Patton
Oswald. Yeah,
Oswald.
that guy is really good.
I agree. He did a great job.
Forgive me, sire of the palace, the realm. They are not as you left them.
No, he came back to a
Not
an
at all.
effed up world, man. I'll be honest. When he came back to this, I'm like, holy crap. You better get a cleaner and get some stuff cleaned.
Oh, at first I didn't know what Desire was. I was like, "Are you a boy? Are you a girl? What are you?"
I
He's
think that
just
was the
a
point to
whatever.
Desire. I think that
Yeah,
was the
yeah.
point to Desire. It
He's
was
a
basically
everything.
exactly. It was
Yeah,
the Sandman. It's come and gone, people. You're late to the program if you're actually thinking.
yeah, yeah. So you need to watch it. Everybody,
Yeah,
just stop what you're
please.
doing, even if you're at work. Just stop what you're doing and watch it all,
Yeah,
and then
just
clock
quit
out and
work.
go home.
Yeah, quit work. Who needs to go to work?
Yeah, we're good.
Highly overrated.
But
So,
I do like the way that Dream in
yes,
Sandman, the main character, he has this humanity about him where he's growing like a heart at the same time and you're watching it
I was going to say
unfold like
not
a
at the
conscience
beginning.
is
No, he was a
happening.
total tool
Right.
at the beginning. Like total
Right.
tool. It wasn't until probably about episode 7 that he started to like really, really get
It
like more what you're talking about, in my opinion.
right.
Like I didn't think
Yeah, I feel like he starts having a conscious and like
Mhm.
he's starting to listen to the voice inside of him and go with his heart more, and
He grows a lot.
it's just good. Yeah.
By the end of the season, like I was like, wow, never would have expected that. I do
Right.
like the way that they deal with all of it though. Like they've got
I do
Desire.
too.
Desire is what are all the relatives? Dream, Desire,
Death.
Destiny, Death. It's not. Is
Yeah.
it Death? Yeah, it is Death.
It is death.
And then it
Lu-
also, well, I
Lucifer.
Lucifer. Yeah, and that's played
Mm-hmm.
by the Game of Thrones chick,
Yes,
who's
it
like
is.
18'4", and then they put heels on her and then put wings on her, and she's like, "Hey,
Uh-huh.
I can't even. Where are you?" Yeah, no, I
But it
thought
just
overall it
it
was just
deals with
amazing.
everything.
Oh, and
Like
that one episode,
everything.
episode 5
5?
is exactly what you said.
Yep.
It is a Twilight Zone episode. If you were
Twilight
just to
Zone.
take and
Yep.
watch episode 5, it is exactly a Twilight Zone episode. So anybody
Yep.
that's watched Sandman, and if you haven't gotten to episode 5, look at it like a Twilight Zone episode. And if you've already watched the whole series, go back and watch episode 5. It's a
Right.
standalone episode that can be literally, if we pluck it out and put it in Twilight Zone, people are like, yeah, seems like
Yeah.
Twilight Zone episode to me.
It is.
Um,
It's a
all
Twilight
right.
Zone episode. Guy walks into a diner.
Guy walks into a diner, and there we go. And it's the
Then you
God's
have,
honest truth.
I mean, honestly, it could have even had like Dream narrating like the way Twilight was.
Mhm.
Like,
I
meet
agree.
this guy. he is
Yeah.
35 and he walks into a diner and yeah. Uh-huh.
And this is the crap that happens. I would not be going to
Yep.
that diner. I'll just say that.
No.
So we're gonna hop
But
to a
there
story
is a
from
burger in that diner that I wanted. I wanted to go to that
Yeah.
diner and eat that
Oh yeah.
burger.
Oh
Oh
yeah.
my
Me
God.
too. That it was a
Like a double everything
oh, it was huge.
colossus
So
or
it had
something. Yeah.
yeah, it had 2 eggs, 2 burgers.
Thanks for watching this segment of the TP Show.